Winston Churchill was one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century. He led Britain through the darkest days of World War II and inspired millions with his speeches and actions. But in his final years, he faced a different kind of challenge: old age and declining health. He suffered several strokes, lost his memory and speech, and became increasingly isolated from the world. He spent most of his time at his country home, Chartwell, surrounded by his family and friends. He enjoyed painting, reading, and watching movies, but he also felt restless and frustrated. He once said, "I am ready to meet my maker. Whether my maker is prepared for the great ordeal of meeting me is another matter." On January 24, 1965, he uttered his last words before slipping into a coma: "I'm bored with it all." Some interpreted this as a sign of his depression and despair, but others saw it as a reflection of his adventurous spirit and thirst for action. He was not bored with life, but with the limitations of his body and mind. He wanted to do more, to see more, to be more. He died 9 days later, on the 70th anniversary of his father's death. He was given a state funeral, attended by world leaders and dignitaries. Millions of people lined the streets to pay their respects. He was buried in a simple grave at Blaydon, near his birthplace, Blenheim Palace. He may have been bored with it all, but the world was not bored with him. He left behind a legacy of courage, wisdom, and wit that will never be forgotten.